My question is to the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Senator Wong. Earlier today, some of Australia's allies have publicly called out the Chinese Communist Party for malicious cyber activity attributed to groups sponsored by the Chinese government targeting democratic institutions. In response, the UK and the US sanctioned a front company and 2 individuals who are complicit in this behaviour. The United States government also revealed that thousands of American citizens have been targeted in a prolific hacking operation for which 7 Chinese individuals face charges. What action has the Australian government taken in support of our allies who have been subject to these cyber attacks?
Thank you, Senator Fawcett. Minister Wong.
Thank you, President. Senator, I'm a little well, confused. I shouldn't say that because then somebody over there will say something rude. But bemused by your question because it suggests that we haven't done anything. And I would have thought, given how much of an avid follower of these matters you are, you would have seen that we did take the unusual step of issuing a public statement. But as from me, Senator Ruston, you really have a difficulty in listening to me, don't you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that is my job. I'm supposed to answer the question.
Order. Order across the chamber. Order. 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 Senator Fawcett has asked a serious question which Senator Wong was answering. Interjections across the chamber, or indeed to Senator Wong when she's answering the question, are disorderly. I would ask all senators to allow Senator Wong to focus on the question that was asked and to listen in silence. Minister Wong.
Thank you, President. And it is a serious issue, and Senator Fawcett would know that there have not been many occasions in which the Foreign Minister of Australia and the Home Affairs Minister have issued an attribution in relation to cyber that names the particular entities or country concerned, and we did so. And we did so obviously in consultation with our friends in the United Kingdom and other members of the Five Eyes. And we did so because it is important that when it comes particularly to China, state-backed actors targeting democratic institutions and parliamentarians, that we do make clear that this is a line for all of us, that we want that our resilience and our sovereignty do require respect for our democratic institutions. So you would have seen, I hope, what we said, which was the Australian Government joins the United Kingdom and other international partners in expressing serious concerns about malicious cyber activities by state-backed actors targeting UK democratic institutions and parliamentarians. The persistent targeting—
thank you, Minister. Senator Fawcett, first supplementary.
Thank you, President. And Minister, I do welcome the government's willingness to join in that attribution, which is important in preserving democracies. But my supplementary question is, will the Minister now commit to using the powers under Australia's Magnitsky-style thematic sanctions regime to stand with our allies in sanctioning those individuals responsible for this behaviour?
Thank you, Senator Fawcett. Minister Wong.
Well, I would make the point that sanctions, firstly, we don't discuss or telegraph any consideration of sanctions in any circumstances. The second point I would make, and I appreciate that in opposition, you are free to take a different view, but I think governments have to always think very carefully about what is the appropriate measure to take in relation to situations of international concern. There are occasions where sanctions are imposed. They are rarely our first choice. They should be used judiciously, and they are usually used in conjunction with other response measures. What I would say to you, Senator, is all of us here are united in our belief that any government, of Australia and the Parliament of Australia should always ensure we protect our democratic institutions.
Sorry, Minister, the time for answering has expired. Senator Fawcett.
Thank you, President and Minister. Again, welcoming the commitment of Australia to recognise and make that attribution. How does the Australian government respond to the denials from Beijing which reject the validity of these attributions?
Thank you, Senator Fawcett. Minister Wong.
I simply repeat the statement that was issued this morning by the Home Affairs Minister and myself. What I would also say to you, and I think it is important, given I've been asked about this, to make clear to the chamber that the advice is that Australia's electoral systems were not compromised by the cyber campaigns targeting the United Kingdom, that the Australian Cyber Threat Report illustrates that both state and non-state actors continue to ensure intent and capability to compromise Australian networks, that the cybersecurity strategy has outlined how the Australian government will protect essential government citizens and ensure our citizens and businesses are better protected from cyber threats. All of us should ensure our cybersecurity systems are hardened and resilient, and we will continue to brief parliamentarians and provide advice on cyber and security matters, including protecting your personal data and mitigating cyber threats. And with that, President, I ask that further questions be placed on notice.